Hi, I'm Tristan Emond with the Emond Team, Mindful Living Realty. Welcome to another edition of Tristan and his Whiteboard. So we're continuing on in our buyer series, and I'm sure by now you've already started looking online, and I would like to spend a little bit of time explaining to you how the whole online thing works, just so you have a better idea of what to look for, what not to look for. You don't need to be searching every site under the sun because you're not really going to find anywhere different information. So let's kind of go through this and explain to you how this works. So when we as agents, we list a property for sale. That's a for sale sign. Now it's really a for sale sign. We put our listings, we put the data for the listings into a thing called the MLS, which is the multiple listing system, or service, or other people call it different things. Okay, that is kind of the portal, that's the hub for all the information. All the agents have access to this, and that's where the data goes from. So because we're members of the National Association of Realtors, this data automatically gets fed to Realtor.com. And that's a two-way street. So Realtor.com is actually always updating back and forth. So you see that information is always kept current. It's always kept accurate because it's going back and forth. I have the similar feed to my websites, which is the rapidhomes.com website and yourrapidcityhome.com. This feed does the same thing, back and forth. We have anything that gets put under contract, it gets listed on my site as under contract, and you've got the back and forth. Okay? So other websites that are connected to that will have that same scenario. So I can guarantee you when you're searching on Realtor.com or when you're searching on one of my websites that the data is going to be accurate because there's a transfer of information back and forth with the MLS. Now, let's talk a little bit about Zillow. We as a board, Black Hills Association of Realtors, this MLS, has decided not to give its information to Zillow. So what happens is that I, as an individual agent, will take my information and I'll put it directly on Zillow's site. Or if I've got a like maybe a virtual tour website or something, that site will then give that information off to Zillow. So what happens is that you've got a lot of information on Zillow that is not being kept up. It's not being directly syndicated back and forth because the data is pretty much all one way. There's not a back way street to that to make sure that that information is accurate. So what you're going to find is that Zillow, while it's a cool website and it does a very good job of showcasing the properties, it's not always going to be accurate. Sometimes I've seen up to 20% difference in prices. A lot of times you'll find 5 homes that are for sale on Zillow. Turns out they're already under contract. They've been sold for months. So Zillow might be a great spot to start out with your home search. But when it comes down to really nailing it down, come back to my website or get hold of me directly and say, hey Tristan, is this one still available? And we'll make sure to get you what's really available and what really isn't. So that's how this whole thing works. I want to make sure that you have the best information as possible for your home search because that's where it's all going to begin. And I know that by this time you haven't even thought about me or searching for me yet. So thanks again for watching. Hope this was helpful for you guys and have a great day. For more episode of Tristan and his Whiteboard, all you got to do is subscribe. Also, you can check out us on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course the Instagram. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.